Sometimes I'm sure you get tired of me saying the same thing over and over and over and over. Well, there's really some reason behind it. In order for you to make it a part of you, you got to hear something 14 times. So during the course of this curriculum, I'm going to tell you 14 times, you got to write your goals. You got to do your goals. In order for something to become a habit, you actually have to do it 21 days in a row. In other words, if you got up at 5 o'clock in the morning 21 days in a row, set your alarm clock for 5 o'clock 21 days in a row. In the 22nd day, you'd get up without an alarm clock. Now, I had this proven to me. My son went to the Naval Academy prep school. And when I picked him up at Christmas for his Christmas break, I said, "What are you going to do?" And he said, "Well, the first thing I'm doing is sleep until noon." I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, for the last 4 months, I've gotten up every morning at 5 o'clock. So I'm sleeping tomorrow till noon." Well, we didn't get home till about midnight that night. And the next day, I get up to go to work around 6 o'clock, just like always. And he's sitting at the kitchen table. And I said, "I thought you were going to sleep till noon." I did too, but I woke up at 5 and I couldn't go back to sleep. And I kept trying to. 21 days in a row. That's why we do the goals 36 weeks. So that you get in the habit of writing the goals, doing the goals each week, making them a part of you. Amen? The quality this week is love. To be a loving person. Now, love desires to satisfy others even at the expense of self. You hear that? Love desires to satisfy others even at the expense of self. Now, do not confuse love with lust. Lust desires to gratify self even at the expense of others. See the difference? Love desires to satisfy others. Lust desires to satisfy self. There's 3 points to love. Number 1, commitment. You can't love someone unless you're committed to them. How do you know if you're committed? Look at the time and the money. That'll tell you if you're committed or not. You give up yourself for them. Number 2 is risk. You got to be willing to risk something. And what do you have to risk if you really love someone? You. You got to risk yourself. You got to risk saying, "I love you," and doing the things that you would do. The third thing is your behavior. Commitment, risk, and then there has to be a change in your behavior. People know you love someone when you quit fishing. Fishing's the most favorite thing you do. And you'd rather be with her or him than go fishing. That's a change in behavior. And that's what we're going to be looking at this week, the quality of loving. And do not confuse loving with lust. Loving is the desire to satisfy others, even at the expense of self. Lust is the desire to gratify self at the expense of others. When you become a loving person, you become the best you that you can be.